This was Bruce's fault. He told us to come on out. We always do what we're told.
We'll make it. It won't be anticlimactic. We'll make it. Yeah.
And have them at the same height. If these aren't the same height, my OCD kicks in. That look right even? This one? Down?
Still a little high. Yeah.
I need my ball.
Over there? They're good? Y'all just gonna mess with me.
Just tilt your elbow.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine now.
So we're just waiting to go online, and hopefully everybody's good. Everybody's got their wine. Everybody's got their water. Woo! Everybody's dropped their mask.
We got two.
Welcome to the Shelby County Arts Council. Today is a great day. We're going to have some good times today with the Dill Pickers. And those watching online, thank y'all for tuning in. And this looks like pretty much a full house right here. Don't y'all think?
Yeah.
It's like, man, this is beautiful.
Every seat is filled.
This is COVID-19 for sure. For sure. So watching online, please check out that tip jar link. Let's support the artists. Let's support the Arts Council. It's going to be available if you're watching. Also, please make sure you visit our website. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. So many great things happening here on campus, and I'll let Bruce talk about more about that in a little bit. But I'd like to thank Alabama Power of Good, the city of Columbiana, and I'd also like to thank the who is this?
Looks like Eagle Construction.
Eagle Construction in the house. Everybody give it up for our sponsors for tonight's show. Come on. And if I have not introduced myself, my name is Ben De Lima. I am the development coordinator for the Shelby County Arts Council, and I'm very glad to see you guys here tonight. Very glad to see you guys online, and it's going to be a great time. And without further ado, we're going to welcome the Executive Director of the Shelby County Arts Council, Bruce Andrews.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Phyllis. They're not here yet, but we had to do this so that I don't go, ladies and gentlemen, the Dill Pickers, and then it takes them forever to get up here, because you saw how slow they came up here to begin with.
It takes me a long time to get up here.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So it won't be anticlimactic. I'll make it as big as possible. How many of you been your first time here? Okay, and we got folks online, so we're live streaming tonight. So y'all are making a live album or videoing this. So try to act like you're 1,000 people out there, will you? I appreciate you so much. So our motto is, our credo is, imagine, create, and inspire. 3 words in a very deliberate sequential order. Imagination leads to creation. Creation leads to inspiration. And inspiration, when properly applied, creates hope. And hope is a commodity. We need more of it, right on? Yes. Because we believe at the Shelby County Arts Council that arts are not only entertaining, like tonight it's going to be extremely entertaining, right? Not only entertaining, but also transformative and even redemptive. We believe that so much we have art music therapy in the Juvenile Detention Center in Shelby County. We go into 20, when it's not the pandemic, we go into 20 county public schools and teach special needs kids music and art therapy. I believe it's a good thing to do that, don't y'all? Yes. I believe art is common ground. Right on. So I don't want to belabor the point, but I do want you to connect with us on ShelbyCountyArtsCouncil.com and hit all the social media icons and follow us, if you will, on there to find out what's going on. Come back to shows. Benny's band will be here. His band's called Swanglish, a hybrid of Swahili and English. His band will be here next the 7th of May. 7th of May, along with a great singer-songwriter from Texas, Danny Brooks. And also, I should mention that we're going to unveil a new sculpture right here in Columbiana, Alabama, at Old Mill Square Park by Nelson Grice, I would say nationally known sculptor. So join us May 2nd. That'll be a free event down here. But ladies and gentlemen, this place is all about exposing and giving a voice to and putting in a proper frame great talent, people who put in. You know, they say it takes 10,000 hours to master your craft. So if you look at these people up on this stage right now, I'd say there's about 1.5 million of aggregate. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, the Dill Pickers.
Meet you in the morning by the bright riverside, where sorrow has drifted away. I'll be standing at the portals where the gates open wide, at the close of life's long dreary day. I'll meet you in the morning, with a how do you do, and we'll sit down by the river, and with rapture old acquaintance renew. You'll know me in the morning, by the smile that I wear, when I meet you in the morning, in the city that is city built for square. I'll meet you in the morning in the sweet by and by, and exchange the old cross for a crown. There'll be no disappointments, and nobody shall die in that land where our sun goeth down. I'll meet you in the morning, with a how do you do, and we'll sit down by the river, and with rapture old acquaintance renew. You'll know me in the morning, by the smile that I wear, when I meet you in the morning, in the city that is city built for square.
One, two, three. There's a little old log cabin in the corner of the field. My granddaddy used to work his plow, and it's been in the family at least 100 years. Nobody's living there now.
They knocked on the door one day and said we'd have to go, 'cause progress was coming to our town. And you know it's sad but true, there's 4-lane coming through, and Granddaddy's cabin's coming down.
They call it progress, they call it a shame, to take away the treasure of the family name. Oh, Lord, it's so right. Granddaddy's cabin's coming down.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that's great. Everybody gonna have religion and glory. Everybody gonna be singing that story. Everybody's gonna have a wonderful time up there.
Well, listen, everybody, 'cause I'm talking to you. The Lord is the only one that carries. You better get you ready, and I'm telling you why. Jesus is coming from his son on high.
Well, as you heard, we are the Dill Pickers, and we are so happy to be here tonight. We hail from all sorts of exotic locations like Helena and Vestavia, Hoover, Knoxville, and Triune, Tennessee. I want to take just a minute to introduce everybody in the group. Over here on the banjo, we are so proud of this fella. Let me tell you what, he has just been named to the Grand Ole Opry smelling list. Yeah, that's Norton Dill. And over there on the keys is a young lady who grew up down in Mississippi, in Magnolia, Mississippi. Let me tell you what, this gal grew up poor. Oh, it's so sad. I tell you, every night at supper, her mama would just read to them from the recipe book. Yeah. Her brother was hard of hearing and he about starved to death. That's Teresa McKibben.
The Bible, all the things he said he was coming back to raise the dead. Are you gonna be among the chosen few? Will you make it through?
Everybody's gonna have a religion and glory. Everybody's gonna be singing our story. Everybody's gonna have a wonderful time out there. Oh, glory, hallelujah. There's a reckoning coming in the morning. Everybody's gonna have a
wonderful time out there.
And over there on the guitar is a feller who is talented beyond belief, so good looking, and Neil, what was that third thing you wanted me to say? That's Neil and Wright. And over here banging on the tambourine is a young lady who's so excited. She recently moved back to the hills of East Tennessee. Oh, I tell you what, she grew up there with all kinds of critters and animals. She's like a modern day, Ellie Mae Clampett. She once had this dog that was born without any arms or legs. She toted it around in her wheelbarrow. One day that dog got after a rabbit, about ran her to death. That's Leslie Wright.
down the valley, going one by one, going to be rewarded for the things we've done. And when we get to heaven in the promised land, then we'll understand. Well, everybody's gonna have religion and glory. Everybody's gonna be singing our story. Everybody's gonna have a wonderful time out there. Oh, glory, hallelujah. There's a reckoning coming in the morning. Get you ready 'cause I'm giving you a warning. Everybody's gonna have a wonderful time up there.
And over here on the big doghouse bass is the newest, oldest member of the Dill Pickers. He just come back to us. He was with us when we first started back in about 99 or so. Then he had to go off and raise his family up, and his girls got growed, and they said, "Daddy, please leave." So he came back with us. We're mighty proud to have Ken Coe.
Thank you. And over here is a guy that needs no introduction. Well,
everybody's gonna have religion and glory. Everybody's gonna be singing that story. Everybody's gonna have a wonderful time up there. Glory, hallelujah. Reckoning coming in the morning. Get you ready 'cause I'm giving you a warning. Everybody's gonna have a wonderful time up there. Scott Stewart, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Scotty.
Huh?
You gonna take a vacation this summer?
Oh, I'm thinking about taking a little trip around the country.
Like, where to?
Oh, maybe out there to California.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to get on I-20, head all the way out.
Let me suggest a better way.
Oh?
Here we go. Ready?
Did you lose your map?
I lost my map. I like that better. If you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, that's the highway, that is the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago to LA. Only 2,000 miles along the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City. It sure looks pretty, can't you see? Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this time of the tip? When you take that California trip, get your kicks on Route 66. All right, let's go now. St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City, Charlotte, pretty, can't you see? Amarillo and Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, darling, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this time and tip? When you take the California trip, get your kicks on Route 66. I said get your kicks on Route 66 now. You gotta get your kicks on Route 66.
Okay. Now, some of y'all sitting out there have seen us a time or two and may have seen some of our crazy Sand Mountain shows. It all started, oh my gosh, thank you for that round of indifference right there. It all started many, many years ago when my wife and I got invited to a party up on Sand Mountain. They don't call them a party, they call it a festival, a music festival. And we went to the house of Jim Connor, and Jim Connor is sort of a legendary old-time banjo player. Earl Scruggs said he was probably the greatest old-time banjo player that ever lived. Well, Jim is better known for a song we're getting ready to do. And lucky for him, John Denver, who was a friend of his, decided to take this song and do it on The Muppet Show. And so it got translated into 70 different languages and shown all over the world. But it's a song that really speaks to me because it's talking about Grandma's house. And I bet some of y'all out there can remember going to Grandma's house when you were a little kid. Of course, now we've come full circle, and my grandkids come to Grandma and Grandpa's house, or Papa and Lala's house. But here's a song that I bet a lot of us can identify with. When I was a little bitty boy just up off of the floor, we used to go down to Grandma's house every month end or so. We had chicken pie, country ham, homemade butter for the bread. But the best darn thing about Grandma's house was a great big feather bed.
It was 9 feet high, 6 feet wide, soft as a downy chick. It was made from the feathers of 11 geese, took a whole book of cloth for the tick. It would hold 8 kids, 4 hound dogs, and a piggery stole from the shed. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed.
After supper, we'd sit around the fire and old folks spit and chew. Pa would talk about the farm and the war, Mama sing a ballad or two. I'd sit and listen and watch the fire while the cobwebs filled my head. Next thing I know, I'd wake up in the morning in the middle of that old feather bed.
It was 9 feet high, 6 feet wide, soft as a downy chick. It was made from the feathers of 11 geese, took a whole boat of cloth for the tick. It would hold 8 kids, 4 hound dogs, and a piggery stole from the shed. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed. Well, I love my ma and I love my pa, love Granny and Grandpa too. I've been fishing with my uncle, wrestled with my cousin, I even kissed Aunt Lou. And if I ever had to make a choice, guess it ought to be said, well, I'd trade them all, plus the gal down the road.
Hey,
all the way-
Nayland.
Yeah?
You know about that gal down the road, don't you?
No.
She is 9 feet high,
6 feet wide, soft as a downy chick. It was made from the feathers of 11 geese, took a whole book of cloth for the tick. It would hold 8 kids and 4 hound dogs, and a piggery stole from the shed. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed. Thank you, Jim Connor. Good job.
All right, for this next song, we're going to take you back a few years. You know, I'll never forget when I was in the 8th grade, I got for Christmas an 8-track tape player. Do y'all remember those? Anybody else? Yeah. And the very first 8-track tape that I got that came with the player was my favorite group, the Carpenters. And my favorite female singer was Karen Carpenter. Now, nobody ever has had a voice like Karen's. It's just incomparable, right? But I love the song Close to You so much that the Dill Pickers have come up with an arrangement of it that we'd like to do for you tonight. Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. Why do stars fall down from the sky every time you walk by? Just like me, they long to be close to you. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkle moon dust in your hair and golden starlight in your eyes of blue. That is why all the girls in town follow you all around. Just like me, they long to be close to you. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkle moon dust in your hair and golden starlight in your eyes of blue. That is why all the girls in town follow you all around. Just like me, they long to be close to you. Just like me, they long to be close to you. Close to you. Close to you. Close to you. Close to you.
Well, after a good Karen Carpenter song, there's nothing more like a fire song. But before I can sing this, I promised the estate of the late great man in black that I would always disclaim it with, "Hello, I'm not Johnny Cash." Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire,
I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Ooh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire. And it burns, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire, that ring of fire, that ring of fire.
Thank you.
Scotty Stewart. When Norton went to that festival up on Sand Mountain, he met so many people, so many characters, so many unusual folks that just love their music and just love what they do. And so he got to thinking about putting a play together that would be like that. So Sand Mountain Saturday Night kind of came alive, and each one of us got to play like 4 different characters, you know, and you go off stage and you come back somebody totally different. One night, a lady was out arguing with Leslie in the lobby that she wasn't the person she said she was, because she was the Undertaker's wife and then the Dolly Parton figure. So anyway, lots of fun, and we're probably going to see a handful of those characters make a visit tonight. That'd be real special.
Have you heard that some of them are coming back?
I think they are. You know, anybody here from Sand Mountain? Anybody? There you go. See what I mean? You're gonna love it, or you're gonna throw tomatoes. You know, we'll take it either way. But anyway, this is the title track to that play, Sand Mountain Saturday Night.
And it really pretty much tells the story of what goes on Sand Mountain on the weekends with music and everything else. There's gatherings on the mountain that folks just love to visit. You're walking by, you see a crowd, you wonder just what is it?
What is it?
It's a good old-fashioned festival with music through the night. So come on in and join the fun and make you feel alright.
Here's a fellow with an old guitar and there's a mandolin. Here's a big bass fiddle and a banjo walking in. But you don't have to play it all, just come on in and sing. Find a spot in the living room or run the front porch swing, 'cause it's a Sand Mountain Saturday night. Sand Mountain Saturday night. We can sing till the break of dawn, round the porch and on and on. Sand Mountain Saturday night. Pick me one down there. Oh, it's
Sand Mountain is a plateau with farms all up and down. The mountain separates us from the valleys all around.
We're kind of independent.
We learned it from our kin.
Don't try to make us change our ways, 'cause we ain't giving in.
We're not Appalachian.
not the Smoky.
That's for sure.
But if you're tired of city life, then folks, we got the cure.
So come on in and socialize, and we won't make a fuss.
But don't you think you're moving here, 'cause you ain't one of us. Sand Mountain Saturday night. Sand Mountain Saturday night. Stop a while, we'll treat you right, but you ain't staying here tonight. Sand Mountain Saturday night. Sand Mountain Saturday night.
Backstage, I heard that there's one fellow from Sand Mountain that might be joining us tonight. I want to tell you a little about him. His name, he was born and raised on Sand Mountain. His name was Clayton Smith, and he worked for Boaz Propane. He'd always been interested in utilities. But the other thing that he had always been interested in was cowboys. And he just had an itch to become a cowboy. Moved out west to El Paso, Texas, and went to work for a utility company out there. And, hey, Cactus, is that you?
Hey, Norton.
Hey, come on in. Good.
How you doing? Good to
Cactus
see you.
Clay, everybody.
Hey, everybody. I'm glad y'all came out to see me. I appreciate you being here. Well, Norton kind of told the story about kind of things, how I got started, you know. And anyway, I went out to Texas to become a cowboy, but hard to get that job without any experience. And so, I don't know, one day it hit me. I could use the experience I had working out in the fields, you know, doing utilities. And so I went out to work, you know, for the propane company out there. And I'd be out under the big, bright, beautiful sky. I just loved it. And out in the wide open spaces of Texas, I almost felt like a cowboy. And anyway, I was so tickled with my job and my situation out there, I decided to write a tribute song for, you know, to my employer. Some DJ back on Sand Mountain heard it, played it, took off. I became famous. I'm rich. And so here I am. And y'all want to hear it? Yeah. Okay, well, here's
Come over on this mic. Hey.
Here's one that started off. When you work all day in the blazing sun, you can bet your boots that it ain't no fun. It'll turn your stomach inside out for sure. It's a real tough job for a real tough man. All you can do is the best you can, and you hope that someday soon they'll find a cure. Start on the job and you think it's easy. Right away you're feeling queasy and you feel that kind of heat stroke every day. But when you look up at that great big sky, you gotta find a way to get by, 'cause you're proud of what you do in every way. El Paso gas, well that's what I do all day. From early morning till evening time, the hours just blow away. Well, I could have gone down to Houston for a real good job with NASA, but I'm proud to say that in every way I'm a El Paso gasser, all right. Work in the heat for a couple of hours, you feel so bad that your stomach sours. Those kind of feelings just don't cut the cheese. But I don't do the job for a bunch of loot. If you don't believe me, I don't give a toot. I just work in the sun and wait for a gentle breeze. El Paso gas, well that's what I do all day. From early morning till evening time, the hours just blow away. Well, I could have gone down to Houston for a real good job with NASA, but I'm proud to say that in every way I'm a El Paso gasser, El Paso gasser, El Paso gasser, El Paso gasser. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, let's see. Has anybody seen anybody else from Sand Mountain come in?
Wasn't Glennis supposed to come?
I think she was supposed. Oh, everybody! It's Glennis Johnson. Come on in, Glennis.
Come on in, Glennis.
Let me tell you a word about Glennis. She's a dear friend of ours. She is the librarian at the Boaz Library. And Glennis, it's always so good to have you here with us.
Oh, well, thank you. I really do enjoy performing with this group. Periodically.
A little library humor goes a long way, doesn't it? Yeah. Glennis, would you do a song for us this evening?
Sure. Let's see. Well, I did bring some of my muscadine punch tonight, so how about Fruit of the Vine?
I like that. And I like that muscadine punch.
How about a C chord? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. My grandmother said when I sat on her knee, little darling, there's just some things that shouldn't be, like fussing and fighting and being unkind. You must keep a clear and a beautiful mind. You can't skip your chores or leave food on your plate, and don't kiss a boy on your very first date. Don't gamble or cuss, little darling of mine. Just think on these things and your life will be fine.
If you can't say nice words, don't say nothing at all. And always be strong if temptation should call. Use your best manners when you're asked to dine. And darling, don't ever drink muscadine wine.
No. The fruit of the vine is a blessing and curse. It tastes mighty good, but it brings out the worst. The fruit is so sweet and it's nectar divine, but the devil is hiding in muscadine wine. The devil is hiding in muscadine wine.
Well, hello, how is everyone?
Reverend Watkins. Folks, this is Reverend Judson Watkins. How are you, Reverend?
Oh, I'm fine.
Reverend Watkins is the much beloved pastor of the Sand Mountain Sanctified Fire Baptized Holiness Apostolic Community Tabernacle.
And gift shop. I'm so happy to see all of you. Well, I'm really happy to see you. I'd heard you were dead. Yes.
Reverend, there's one verse left. Why don't you take it?
Oh, I'd be delighted. You can say what you want, but old grandma was right. If you find a good apple, just take a big bite. Use them for baking a cake or a pie. They're mighty delicious, just give them a try. But when it comes to fermenting, you need to say nope. Whether grapes, watermelon, or sweet cantaloupes, cherries or muscadine, peaches or figs, the fruit of the vine should be eaten, not swigged.
The fruit of the vine is a blessing and curse. It tastes mighty good, but it brings out the worst. The fruit is so sweet and it's nectar divine, but the devil is hiding in muscadine wine.
Yes,
The devil is hiding in muscadine wine. Wine, wine.
Yes, that devil is hiding in muscadine wine. Woo! Woo, I tell you what, I like that one so much. How about a good mother song? The Heavenly Kitchen. There's a wonderful woman in heaven tonight who's cooking up supper for those who've done right. And she works with a smile as she sings a sweet song. She fixes up victuals for the heavenly throng.
Are you mashing potatoes? Are you cooking green corn? I remember your meatloaf from the day I was born. We miss you, dear mother, and we all want to say we'll be reunited for some cobbler one day.
Oh, mother, dear mother, what you cooking right now? I wish I could be there to taste it somehow. But you left us for heaven and you left way too soon. I wish I could see you with your heavenly spoon.
'cause nothing gets spoiled, and the napkins and tablecloths never get soiled. As those fishes and loaves fed a great multitude, the heavenly kitchen never runs out of food. Oh, mother, dear mother, what you cooking right now? I wish I could be there to taste it somehow. But you left us for heaven and you left way too soon. I wish I could see you with your heavenly spoon. Oh, mother, dear mother, what you cooking right now? I wish I could be there to taste it somehow. But you left us for heaven and you left way too soon. I wish I could see you with your heavenly spoon. There's a wonderful woman in heaven
I just tear up every time I hear that song.
Oh, when did you lose your mama?
Oh, I haven't lost her. She's just a terrible cook.
Well, this one didn't come from Sand Mountain Saturday Night. I drug this one up and forced him to do it. This is Joe Cocker. Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Well, I ain't got time to take no fast train now. Hey, the lonely days are gone. I'm going home. But baby, she wrote me a letter. I don't care how much I've got to spend. Gotta find my way to my baby once again now. Hey, the lonely days are gone. I'm going home. Baby, she wrote me a letter. She wrote me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, can't you see I've got to get back to my baby once more? Anyway, yeah. Come and see a bluegrass band, see? We showed you.
You know what brought this group together really was back in, was it 1999? We did a play called Smoke on the Mountain. How many of you have seen Smoke on the Mountain? Yeah, a good many folks. It's a great play that takes place in 1938 about a traveling musician family, the Sanders family. And you know, that's kind of how we all got together, going to church together and singing. And we've got a little Bible school song to do for you now called Joshua.
Josh fit the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Josh fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls come a-tumbling down. Josh fit the battle of Jericho, yeah, Jericho, Jericho. Josh fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls come a-tumbling down. Now you talk about your man of Gideon, you can talk about your man of Saul. There's none like good old Joshua at the battle of Jericho. Josh with the battle of Jericho, yeah, Jericho, Jericho. Josh with the battle of Jericho, and the walls come a-tumbling down. Now up to the walls of Jericho, we march with spear in hand. Go blow that ram horn just to cry, 'cause the battle is in my hand.
And the ram's she born began to blow, and the trumpet began to sound. Oh, Joshua commanded the children to shout, and the walls come a-tumbling down. Of Jericho,
Yeah, Jericho,
Jericho, Josh did the battle of Jericho, and the walls come a-tumbling down. Jericho,
Yeah,
Jericho, Jericho. Josh fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls come a-tumbling down. Josh fit the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Josh fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls come a-tumbling down.
Oh, this is me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I play this. I do. He keeps trying to take it away, and because I tell you what, we're all Southerners. I mean, come on, we've all lived here our whole lives. There's so much that we love and we like about the South. Me personally, you know, it's the food. Leslie, what about you?
The food.
Yeah. Ken?
I gotta say the food.
Food. Neil? Teresa?
Me too. Just the food.
Norton?
You guys, there's so many other things to be in love with in the South than food.
Oh, like what?
Barbecue.
Oh, that's true. He's right. Start us off here, Ken.
1, 2, 3.
Let's go back to Alabama. Let's go see my dear old mammy. She's frying eggs and cooking ham. I said, that's what I like about the South.
Hey now, don't you make no mistake and don't you act all shaky and bakey. You should taste her layer cakey. That's what I like about the South.
Here we go now. Lord, I'm tasting now.
All right, Mama, tell us something.
I got baked ribs and candied yams, sugar cured Virginia hams, a basement full of those jelly jams. Now that's what I like about the South.
Cornbread and turnip green.
Yeah.
Ham hocks and butterbean.
Butterbean.
Mardi Gras down in New Orleans, and that's what I like about the South. Here we go.
Down where the cane grow tall,
Wow, Jenny, yeah.
One more time, here we go.
What I like about this sound. We don't have a lot of CDs. We got a couple of different DVDs and some CDs and stuff. And Scotty and I are going to be out hawking them in the lobby. I think at intermission because we're going to take a little break right after this instrumental piece, and then we'll come back and just have at it all over again. Stuff you hadn't heard before, I hope.
Well, the old train whistle signifies it's time for a break. So we're going to step out, be out there in the lobby. If you want to get any CDs, get yourself a drink of water, maybe a little visit to the bathroom, and we'll be back here in about 15 minutes. Y'all don't run off now.
Bag. pull these.
Okay. Oh, this ain't no gray. So after 3 minutes.
Y'all aren't even here, lady.
I don't think that's true, so I'm gonna go get my water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you got
That good?
Yeah.
Good? When we get to be a bona fide band, we'll have people up here doing this for us.
Yeah, we're taking applications.
Well, I wasn't kidding. Norton Dill, report to the stage.
He just came out of
Do we need to do anything for the website thing or just start when we're ready? Okay. As soon as we find our banjo player.
Gotta tune that thing a little bit. Norton, you're a little bit flat. This, we're going to do something that features Scotty, and I was at Trinity United Methodist Church many moons ago, and Dave Barnhart was doing the contemporary service, and he had that idea of doing a Johnny Cash series of sermons. And I'm thinking the traditional Johnny Cash songs like everybody, but no, he came at us with a very unusual group of songs, and this was one of them. And Norton and I, just like we're doing it right now, and it just it's hauntingly beautiful. So this ain't no grave.
There ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. Well, look way down the river. What do you think I see? I see a band of angels and they're coming after me. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. Well, look down yonder, Gabriel. Put your feet on the land and see. Gabriel, don't you blow your trumpet till you hear from me. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. Well, meet me, Jesus, meet me. Meet me in the middle of the air. And if my wings don't fail me, I will meet you anywhere. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. Well, meet me, mother and father. Meet me down the river road. Mama, you know that I'll be there when I hang my load. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Hey, I'm going to pull a switcheroo on you. I want us to sing one verse of a song, and this shows how powerful grandchildren can be. Ready?
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
All right, that's for all the grandkids. A little acapella. Ready? 1, 2.
Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. It's good enough for me. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. It's good enough for me. It was good for the Hebrew children.
Good for the Hebrew children.
It was good for the Hebrew children. Good enough for me. Old-time religion. Old-time religion.
It was good for Paul and Silas.
Old-time religion.
It was good for Paul and Silas.
Old-time religion.
It was good for Paul and Silas, and it's good enough for me.
Old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. 'Cause it's good. It's good. It's good enough for me. Good.
Oh Lord, it's good enough.
Give me that old-time religion. It's good enough for me.
Well, this next one is one that we kind of had an okay day today, but there's been some days that I just need to get outside and just see some pretty shiny orb up in the sky staring back at me, so I can just get up on the sunny side, which is what this song's all about.
There's a dark and a troubled
keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way. If we'll keep on the sunny side of life. Keep on the sunny side of life.
Sunshine. I'll take it.
All right, thank you very much. I went out into the audience. I didn't realize everybody else was out there. I would have been out sooner. But I did run into some friends I hadn't seen in forever. And Bill Woodring and Liz are out there. And Bill brought greetings from a guy named Steve Dura. And boy, did that take me back, because 52 years ago, this coming summer, the Hilltop Singers were performing our last of 4 summers in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and Steve Dura was a member of the group. And that's a little segue into this next song, because it's one that we used to do in Gatlinburg, and I've been trying for 52 years to remember all the words. So maybe tonight will be the one, but probably not, considering the state of my memory these days. Well, my friends would never guess it, but I really must confess it. I just met the sweetest woman of my long, dismal life. But a friend of mine says, buddy, just in case your mind is muddy, don't you know that girl you're fooling with is Pegleg Johnson's wife? And that man is big and tough and mean and grim, and he'll beam you with his artificial limb. But next morning, bright and early, I stole old Pegleg's curly, and I also took his wooden leg just to play it safe. But there weren't no time for laughter, for he started hopping after, and I keep her running faster, but he won't give up the chase. And I'm running through the mountains with his bride, and I've got his wooden leg right by my side. I'm a 3-legged man with a 2-legged woman being chased cross country by a 1-legged fool. Oh, he's hopping and he's flopping, but he shows no sign of stopping. I tell you boys, this life is hard and cruel. Cross the mountains and the valleys and the dark Chicago alleys, cross the mighty Mississippi to the hills of Caroline, cross the swamps of Louisiana, and see, every time that I look back, he's just 1 foot behind. And I know he must be cold and wet and sick, but in spite of all his troubles, he can kick. I'm a 3-legged man with a 2-legged woman being chased cross country by a 1-legged fool. Oh, he's topping and he's flopping, but he shows no sign of stopping. I tell you boys, this life is hard and cruel. Now he's ragged and he's filthy, and I'm feeling sort of guilty, especially in the evenings when I hear him plead and beg. He says, spite of all your stealing, I'll bear you no hard feeling. You can keep the darn old woman, but just give me back my leg. For although the one you meant to take was wooden, in the dark by mistake you took my good one. I'm a 3-legged man with a 2-legged woman being chased cross country by a 1-legged fool. Oh, he's hopping and he's flopping, but he shows no sign of stopping. I tell you boys, this life is hard and cruel. Yes, I tell you boys, this life is hard and cruel.
Mr. Gardendale.
I almost made it through without forgetting words, but not quite.
Sorry.
Well, I think we have another celebrity guest with us tonight. I think you'll recognize him when he comes out. He is as comfortable on the land as he is in the water. Please welcome Mr. Kermit the Frog and his friend.
One of my eyes fell off. Sorry. Okay, you guys ready?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's start that again. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I think they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. You take it first, Leslie.
Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? What do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice could be one in the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. Is it something that I'm supposed to be? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Goodbye, everybody.
I'm taking a flight up to the sky, where I shall live and never more die. I'll meet with my loved ones and prophets of old, walk with my Savior on streets of pure gold, streets of pure gold. I'm taking a flight some wonderful day. Christ is my pilot, with him I shall stay. I'll meet with the angels and look on his face. Glory to God, I'm saved by his grace. Angels are gathering around the great throne. A great celebration will welcome me home. I'm taking a flight some wonderful
I'll teach them to put songs in that I'm not a part of.
Okay, I want to tell you a little story about this next number that's going to be done. Features only Ken and Neelan. Those of you who saw Sand Mountain Saturday night will remember this. We had been doing the show Smoke on the Mountain and Sandra's Family Christmas. We had worn those shows out, and we just needed something new to do. So I wrote the Sand Mountain shows based on this experience on Sand Mountain. Well, I wrote the first third of the show, and it was going great. I was feeling good about it. And then I hit what I guess is called writer's block. I could not come up with any ideas about where to go with the next thing. So I sat there, but I started having ideas about how the show ought to end. So I jumped into the future, wrote the last third of the show, was pleased with that, and then I knew where we had to go from the first part to the last part, so I wrote the middle. But then I discovered on page about 80 was the end of the middle section that all 6 of us were on stage, and on 81, all 6 of us were on stage, but we're all playing different characters. So we had a problem. And we all constantly changing characters. So I had to figure out some way to get 4 of us who were in the wrong character costume off stage to come back on and join the show. And so I wrote this song called Up in the Mountain. It's the quickest song I wrote. Sat there and wrote it in one sitting, and these guys kill it for me. Thank you, guys.
Well, she was born up in the mountains, little bitty thing with a big old daddy, and he loved that child like nothing in the world could love. But the baby came in the hardest way, 'cause her mama died, flew away to a better life, way up in heaven above. And her daddy cried for 3 long weeks while he held that child and kissed her cheeks till the baby smiled. Then his tears dried for a while up in the mountains. Well, she was raised up in the mountains. She followed her big old daddy all around, and he taught her everything in the world a daddy could teach. Taught her how to hunt, taught her how to fish, taught her how to dream, and he taught her how to wish, even all the knowledge of the mountains within her reach. And they lived in the mountains for many years, and he loved that child and calmed her fears till the young girl smiled. No more tears for a while up in the mountains. And after 20 short years in the mountains, a young man came and he saw her in the field, and he stopped in his tracks and his heart began to pound. And he caught her eye, he caught her heart. Before too long they couldn't be apart. They married right there with the pine trees all around. And they lived nearby down through the woods, and her daddy knew that her man was good, and his daughter smiled. No more tears for a while up in the mountains. And before too long the baby was born, little bitty thing with a big granddaddy, and he loved that child like nothing in the world could love. But the baby came in the hardest way, 'cause her mama died and flew away to a better life, way up in heaven above. And the old man cried for 3 long weeks while he held that child, kissed her cheeks till the baby smiled. But he cried for a long, long while up in the mountains, up in the mountains, up in the mountains, up in the mountains, up in the mountains.
That was was real nice, fellas. Thank you. Well, we have another special treat for our friends this evening, all the way from the Infinite Horizons Living, Loving, Learning Retirement Center.
And gift shop.
We have a young at heart couple that wants to sing a special song for everyone tonight. Please give a big round of applause to Miss Ethel Pritchard and Mr. Arliss Fletcher. Come on out, guys. There we go.
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah.
Watch
Okay.
the rug.
Yeah.
Watch the rug, Ethel.
Well, what's it doing?
No.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Arliss, over here.
Could somebody get me the old circle on a stick?
Right behind you, Arliss.
Oh, thank you, son. Oh. All right.
You ready? Got your spray?
Way back when, in the olden days, I never worry about a single thing. Now I'm living in the golden days where life is good and regularity is king. I got time on my hand, I'm never in a crunch, even though it takes an hour just to walk to lunch. It's the most relaxing place from Miami to Nome, down at the old folks' home.
How are things going at the old folks' home?
Depends, just depends.
How are folks enjoying the old folks' home?
Depends, just depends. Life was awful boring. People keep ignoring everything you say and
Say and do.
Make your granny and your pappy really, really happy. Don't send them to the old folks' home.
Arliss, you got another verse.
You say I'm sounding worse?
No. What's the latest subject?
What's the latest subject at the old folks' home?
Depends, just depends.
What can keep them going at the old folks' home?
Depends, just depends. Nature starts a calling, you should be a hauling, headed for the closest
Throne. But in case the room is full up, always wear your pull-ups down at the old folks' home. Last week, 2 octogenarians gave me a fright. They were making whoopee in the broad daylight.
Mercy.
Lots of things were showing that shouldn't be shown.
Big finish.
Down at the old folks,
Talking about the old folks, down at the old folks' home.
Thank you, Ethel and Arliss.
Back this way, come on.
If you'll notice, Miss Ethel is modeling the new Slimline Depends for us this evening.
Y'all don't take too long. We got another song coming up. And I got here to fill. You know, this next song is one that, gosh, we learned it way back when Ken was with it. It's called Fox on the Run, and then we kind of forgot it. And then, well, Ken, I guess, brought it back to us because he's an inspiration. He's a fox, and he's always on the run or something like that. But y'all remember how this one starts? Neil, you about got it over there? Norton, you gonna have to tune that banjo?
Yeah.
You know, folks, I wonder if everybody is getting their daily dose of banjo. You know, there's a lot of folks that walk around in this world, and they are sadly very deficient in their amount of daily banjo, and well, they just think they're depressed. So make sure you get out there and get you plenty of banjo every single day. Y'all remember this opening?
All right.
She walks through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in a hot morning sun. She took all the love that this poor boy could give her and left me to die like a fox on the run. Well, everybody knows the reason for the fall. When woman tempted man down in Paradise's hall, that woman tempted me and took me for a ride. And like a lonely fox, I need a place to hide. She walks through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that the poor boy could give her and left me to die like a fox on the run. Like a fox, like a fox on the run. We'll lift a glass of wine to fortify our souls. We'll talk about the good times and friends we used to know. I see a string of girls who put me on the floor. The game's nearly over and the hounds are at my door. She walks through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that this poor boy could give her and left me to die like a fox on the run. Like a fox, like a fox, like a fox on the run. She walks through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that this poor boy could give her and left me to die like a fox on the run. Like a fox, like a fox on the run.
Bluegrass at its fun.
Okay. Well, this next we got a medley for you that it really takes me back to my youth. I don't know about the rest of you, but on Saturday mornings, I love to watch Roy Rogers. Did anybody else do that? Anybody else Roy Rogers fans? I did not like Dale Evans because I was jealous. I really liked him. And here's a funny story about my brother. My brother Robert is 2 years younger than me. On Saturday mornings, my mom would say, go wake up Robert. He was a late sleeper. I would run in his room, this is no lie, every Saturday morning and say, Robert, Roy Rogers and Trigger are out in the yard. And he would jump out of the bed and run in the den, and he really thought Roy Rogers was going to be there one day.
And it worked every week.
It worked every week, yeah. I don't know what that says about Robert.
Robert's doing really well today. I know y'all are worried.
Yes, but we've got our own Roy Rogers medley here. We call it our Cowboy medley.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I wanna drink my Java from an old tin can while the moon goes riding high. I wanna hear the sound of the whippoorwill. I wanna hear the coyotes cry. I wanna feel my saddle horse between my legs, riding him out on the range, just to kick him in the side, making sure stepping pride back on the Texas plains. I wanna hear the thunder as she booms and rolls. I wanna feel the rain in my face.
Yeah, just 1,000 miles from the city lights, drawing a cowboy's wage.
I wanna sleep at night beneath the stars above, with that full moon shining down.
I wanna cook my bacon over cactus claws,
50 miles from town. I wanna drink my Java from an old tin can while the moon goes riding high. I wanna hear the sound of the whippoorwill. I wanna hear the coyotes cry. I wanna feel my saddle horse between my legs, riding him out on the range, just to kick him in the side, making sure he's stepping pride back on the Texas plains, back on the Texas plains. Old cowboy
went riding out one dark and windy day. Upon the ridge he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw, plowing through the ragged sky and up the dusty draw. Yippee-yi-hey, yippee-yi-ho, ghost riders in the sky. Their horns were black and shiny and their hooves were made of steel. Their brands were still on fire and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear shot through him as they thundered through the sky. He saw the riders coming hard, he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-yi-hey, yippee-yi-ho, ghost riders in the sky. Yippee-yi-hey, yippee-yi-ho, ghost riders in the sky.
I'm back in the saddle again, out where a friend is a friend, where the longhorn cattle feed on the lowly gypsum weed. Back in the saddle again, I'm riding the range once more, toting my old 44, where we sleep out every night and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again, uppy-tie-I-ho, rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again, uppy-tie-I-hey, I go my own way. Back in the saddle again.
I'm a roving cowboy, riding all day long. Tumbleweeds around me, hear my lonely song. Nights underneath the prairie moon, I ride along and hear this tune. See them tumbling down, pledging their love to the ground. Lonely but free I'll be found, drifting along with the tumble and tumbleweed. See them tumbling down, pledging their love to the ground. Lonely but free I'll be found, drifting along with the tumble and tumbleweed, drifting along with the tumble and tumbleweed. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
when we're together, to sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you, till we meet again. Happy trails to you, till we meet again.
Well, the old train whistle's blown, means we're about to get back into the station. We have had a great time with y'all tonight. We got one more we want to do for you. It's the one we always close every show with. So if you know it, sing along. It's called I'll Fly Away.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
Right. Vic, you good?
No, I'm good.
Yes.
Some glad morning when the light is over, I'll fly away to a home long God bless the shore. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. Morning when I die, hallelujah, my mind, I'll fly away.
Just a few more weary days and then
Fly away,
to a land where joy should never end.
fly away, oh glory, fly away. The morning when I die, hallelujah, my mind, fly away. When the trumpet of the Lord shall sound and time shall be no more, and the morning breaks eternal, bright and fair. When the sailors shall gather over on the other shore, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. Called up yonder, I'll be there. It's called up yonder. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, when the roll is called up yonder. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be Thank you so much. Thank you, Bruce. Sound fabulous. Thank you guys in the back doing all what y'all do. It's a short one. We'll do a short one.
Yeah. All right, this is one we like to sometimes throw out at people actually like it enough. But I don't know why we put that at the end of the show. This is my tenor song. Y'all ready? It's called I've Been Changed. Well, I've been to the river, I've been baptized, I've been washed in the blood of the Lamb. I've been changed from this creature that once I was, and redeemed is now my name. I've been changed, I've been newborn now, my life has been rearranged. What a difference it made since the Lord came and stayed in my heart. Oh yes, I've been changed. When at last in His presence I stand above, He will wipe all the tears from my eyes, and I thank Him for giving a wretch like me lasting hope beyond the skies. I've been changed, I've been newborn now, my life has been rearranged. What a difference it made since the Lord came and stayed in my heart. Oh yes, I've been changed. What a difference since the Lord came and stayed in my heart. Oh yes, I've Safe travels. Good night.
Give it up one more time for the Dill Pickers. Thank you guys for coming tonight. Thank you guys online for watching. Please continue to support the Shelby County Arts Council. Continue to follow us. Check out our stuff. And we're going to have the Dill Pickers out in the lobby. They'll have some CDs and some stuff out there to sell. So you guys have a good night and enjoy your evening.